Welcome to the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show with host Cathy Bilsky on UPRN Radio. This show is dedicated to humor, harmonics, and uplifting the planet as we inspire people to move forward into the light. Are you ready to access and unleash your divine potential? Here's Cathy. Aloha, everybody. Was that not a cool intro or what? Okay, I had to test it out. Something new we have to do. How are you all doing on this July 17th, 2020 on the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show? Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really starting to get overwhelmed and actually a sorrowful heart. And the only way I know how to fix that is to do energy work. Now, I don't know if you all notice, and I know people around the world have noticed, but there's something about people in the United States that are not quite connected to the Creator and don't see through the illusion. But you know, Trump is a Nazi and he is nuts and he is ruining our country, destroying it. You know, he sent his Gestapo police into Oregon, into Portland, and they just started picking up people and taking them somewhere, and nobody knows who they are. You know, that is not acceptable. And what's wrong with the police in that area? They're supposed to stand up to that stuff. So obviously, to me, and I'm sure it is to you, if you really paid attention to what's going on in the planet, the Nazis are really starting to put their worst foot forward, shall we say. And, you know, Nazis are generational. You know, people just don't wake up and go, oh, I think I'm going to be a Nazi. A lot of it is family. And this is something that's taught. And it's been going on since World War II. You know, all those Nazis that came into this country, they didn't stop being Nazis. And they taught the younger generation to hate. All those Nazis in Germany, still, they may have gone underground, but they still teach their children to hate. This is generational. So tonight, go get your crystals and whatever rocks or stones or whatever tool you use to amplify your energy work, because we're going to do some energy work specifically directed to cutting the Nazis off from their energy and from their magic. And, you know, we're going to work on the dark magicians and work on the military and the police to help them shift. ICE in the United States, you know, what can I say? You know, they are all disconnected from the Creator. And the only way we are going to change this is by giving energy to those that need it the most. And that's these people. And of course, Trump, we can't, you know, forget him and his family. So I hope you've got your crystal, because we're going to do some energy work. And we are going to, like I said, specifically work on cutting the Nazis off from doing their satanic magic on the planet. If you know your history, Nazis did satanic magic. It's out there. Go look it up. Go investigate it for yourself. And I'm not going to get into that history right now, other than we're going to do the energy work. So for those of you who are going to participate, get your crystal, sit down, put your feet flat on the floor, and right now put your hands in your lap like you're going to receive, because you are. And as we do the energy work, I want you to do creative visualization, and I want you to imagine this actually happening in your mind's eye. And we're going to create bubbles of light in the center of the circle that we're going to form. And I'm going to want you to send energy into that bubble to help amplify the work. All right, so I want you to take a deep breath and exhale out everything that no longer serves you, and imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. You breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And do that till I tell you to stop. So as you're doing that, I surround you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I'm going to seal you in the pink flame of love. And I called all your teachers, guides, masters, and all the divine beings that work with you, and invite them all in. Add energy to the energy work we're doing tonight. So imagine yourself in a huge stadium. You got people to the right, to the left, and you're holding their hands. Everybody's holding hands. We got this big Earth Keeper crystal in the center of the stadium. Huge. Like 100-ton. Huge. And then we're going to do a bubble of light over that. And we're all connected through our heart chakras. So as you're holding hands, I want you to feel yourself reconnect to the Creator and feel all that incredible high energy come pouring into your body, all the way down your legs, out your feet, into the earth, down your arms, out your hands, your spine. I want you to feel totally consumed in this divine energy. And now let's send energy to the right. And as the energy flows to the right, we call all the gods and goddesses of light, past, present, future, the elemental kingdom, air, earth, fire, and water, everyone that's doing prayer work, all the old ancient cultures responsible for holding light on the planet. We're going to ask that you all add your energy to this light circle tonight to amplify what we're doing. And now send love and light to the left. As the energy flows to the left, the circle is closed. So only that which is light may enter. We're going to invite the trees to join us, and for the trees to take this energy and send it into the earth through its roots, so the earth remains stable, and out through the branches, so everyone can feel this really high energy. And now we're going to call all the rock, stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keepers on the planet to lock into the Earth Keeper in the center and amplify our work over 100,000-fold. We called all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet. Lock into this divine circle now. And I'm going to ask that everyone that participates tonight receives a healing, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. On your mind's eye, drop the hands, and you're going to focus. I want you to send energy now out through all your chakras, your hands, if you want, directed toward the center into this bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we are going to put all the Nazis, I don't care where they are on the planet. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. That all Nazi swastika symbols are reversed, so the energy now brings in peace and prosperity back to the earth and humanity. Every time anyone looks at a Nazi swastika, see the energy being reversed into its correct positive direction. We cut the ties to anyone whose intent is to misuse any sacred symbols. Call the violet flame through them to clean them up, and we reconnect those symbols to the divine. See these energies being reversed to their positive, correct direction now. If the symbol was used to set humanity's collective solar plexus backwards, we now reverse direction and see humanity moving forward in light and love. I command that any portals, stargates, time portals, including the time portal at Montauk and the CERN, being used for the dark purpose of manipulating time. We're allowing dark forces from other dimensions on the planet be cut from those that are misusing them, closed and sealed forever, made invisible and moved so they cannot reopen them. Imagine any machines being used for this purpose breaking down now. See any magic symbols and rituals being used to rent the veils between inner dimensions. be rendered harmless. I ask that all those who try and run Vril machines become confused, so the machines do not function properly, and as Vril energy is corrected, see humanity becoming conscious and focused on their divine spiritual growth, bringing the golden age into manifestation. I ask that all that misuse of Vril energy be tied and bound. All Vril machines are cut from their masters, and any byproduct from Vril, including any psychokinetic energy, mind-altering, manipulating machines, and any Tesla invention. I cut these elementals from their masters, cleansing them with the violet flame. Fill the elementals up with love and command them to neutralize themselves by breaking down and no longer functioning. This includes any machines, computers connected to the ELF, HARP program, CERN, any microwave cell phone towers, 5G, airplanes, spy satellites, jets, helicopters, creating chemtrails, and the Montauk program. I ask anyone trying to misuse of real energy through the use of sound, color, water, chemical, drugs to stop now. Step forward into the light and help us bring the earth into the golden age peacefully. Stop manipulating humankind by creating apocalyptic energy. And if you choose not to work in the light in a peaceful way, I ask your higher self and your guardian angel to put you in a position of harmlessness. I ask Michael the Archangel to cut all energy and money sources from those that misuse of real energy, redirecting that energy to light workers, to put towards their divine missions and making their lives prosperous and comfortable. We cut all ties and magical contracts the Anunnaki Satan had with the Roman Vatican Church Empire and with Hitler. All concordats are now dissolved by the violet flame, healed in angel light, and reconnected to the Creator, now becoming neutral or only emitting love. The energy of the first through the fourth Reich is now dissolved. We're going to fill that up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So take another deep breath, and as you exhale, we're going to form another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put all the dark magicians on the planet, everyone that's doing any kind of satanic work, Santa Maria, voodoo, witchcraft, Nazis. Let there be light. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. I call to the divine and ask that all ties to any group, human or non-human, including any ETs, Anunnaki, reptilians, hybrids, demons, or any satanic magician that is connected to the Third, Fourth Reich, Black Order, Nazis, Knights of Malta, the popes, white and black, the Jesuits, Masons, Rothschilds, and all secret societies, the Illuminati, are cut from each other, or any group that is practicing working with evil. I want all satanic magicians trying to keep this group in power be cut from all the elementals and humans that they are misusing. Cleanse these elementals and humans up with the violet flame. Send them the angel light energy to heal. Now fill them up with divine love. As they reconnect with love, we command them to be neutral, only emitting love. And for the humans to become divinely conscious. See all ties, binds, blood oaths, and beast form mentality being cut between these individuals, groups, and anyone trying to create a new world order. All controlled puppets in the entertainment business, ETs, reptilians, Nordic reptilian hybrids, Satan, Lucifer, and all their seed, the Nephilim, Greys, Illuminati, and their seed, any satanic magician and their secret societies they have created to keep them in power. As these ties are cut, see the energy coming off each other and all of their projects and programs binding them. Let all the energies from any and all ceremonies being done now through the full moon and equinox be automatically neutralized, gaining no strength or power. Let any energy being put out to create any kind of natural disasters through the use of any Tesla info be neutralized through the violet flame healed with angel light, filled up with God's love. Now we command the energy to be neutral and completely harmless. We ask the divine to send the correct amount of divine energy, color, light, and sound into the reptilian demon brain, reconnecting their brain to divine intelligence. See the divine sending love into their hearts, brains, water molecules, cells, atoms, and integrating with their DNA. Let them fill up with so much light that they have a spiritual awakening, quantum leaping them into the golden age. Cut the ties to any black satanic magician that is using any ritual or symbol to rent the veils to other dimensions, open any stargates, time portals, including the Montauk program, HARP, and CERN. Call the violet flame through those portals to clean them up, fill the portals up with divine energy, close and seal them forever now. Enemy machines or nuclear devices used to rent veils between dimensions are rendered harmless. This includes the CERN Hadron Collider project. May that project implode on itself in a way no one will be harmed. Any dark energy spirit that's wandering around the planet in or out of body be cut from the earth plane and anything they have bonded to. We tie and bind them, putting them through the violet flame to clean them up and send them back to the divine, filling those empty spaces up with an angel of peace. We cut ties to satanic energy, subliminal or conscious, in all concerts that promote Satan, Lucifer, through the misuse of symbols, signs, arts, beats of music, trinkets, and clothesline. Cut the ties to anyone who helped hide the Nazis or was responsible for hiding their Nazi loot during and after World War II, including anyone from the IG Farben, Bormann Group, Jesuits, the Bush family, the Catholic Church, Central Bank and Associates, Wall Street, industries, chemical and drug manufacturers, militaries, universities, research scientists, police, CIA, FBI, spies, all governments, any secret societies. We call the goddess of truth into your lives. Let nothing remain hidden from humanity. Remove all veils of invisibility that were put in place to protect them. As humanity is becoming conscious and aware, see them being given their divine missions and divine purposes. As they reconnect, quantum leaping all life, no matter what dimension on, into the golden age. Imagine all spiritually stuffed beings having all the blocks removed so they can have a divine spiritual awakening. Let them reconnect to their feelings and emotions, allowing them to have a divine conscience again, including anyone who is genetically altered through breeding or DNA tampering. Ask Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to the wealth all these dark people have accumulated and redirect that abundance energy to all light workers in need. Let everything good on this planet gain strength and forward movement now. Love all, serve all. So we're going to fill that up with light and love. We're going to take a deep breath and release it. And again, I give it thanks for this opportunity to serve. So take another deep breath. And as you exhale, we're going to create another bubble of light. In this bubble of light, we're going to put everyone that's in the military, the National Guard, the police, sheriff, anywhere on the planet, no matter what country they come from. See them in this bubble of light. And call the higher selves of everyone in the military, the National Guard, police, foreign and domestic, all foreign troops on all foreign soil. To help you step forward in the light and reconnect with the Creator and become conscious beings. See all the protesters and people of foreign lands as your family, friends, aunts, uncles, sons, and daughters, and lay down your weapons, choosing not to hurt or harm anyone. This includes all in need in our country that was hurt by natural disasters, as well as any indigenous groups. speaking out for the land. We ask the divine to awaken your spiritual being, allowing love, compassion, kindness, caring, peace, and divine love to flow through your body, mind, and spirit. As you reconnect with the Creator, a new joy fills your hearts. We ask your higher selves to guide you to doing humanitarian works that bring you joy. The more good you do, the happier you become. As you awaken, you realize that you cannot fight in any more wars and stand down with going to any other country to fight for false reasons, and that's any reason. You refuse to be deployed, to take bullets for your guns, to take any more vaccines. You speak your voices in ways you will not be harmed. And may this snowball throughout all troops and police departments worldwide. We call to all elementals of war, guns, bullets, tanks, sound weapons, drones, that we now cut free from your masters, cleanse with the violet flame, reconnecting you to the Creator, command you to be neutral, to misfire, to not work, to go off course, and to choose not to hurt or harm any life form. See all police and military equipment breaking down and not functioning, if not being used to help humanity. And we're going to call the Goddess of Truth into everything they do. And if they do any wrongs, let it be brought up to the surface. Let it be captured on video in a way where they are removed. We send lots of protection, light, and divine inspiration to those peaceful protesters and all in need of help, including all indigenous groups speaking up for the land. See all religious groups coming together and working out a divinely inspired, mutually beneficial plan that allows everyone, if they choose, to be in the religion of their choice and just focus on the good part. May divine peace, calm, brotherhood, enlighten inspiration for putting together a balanced police and military force. Descend around everyone now. Continue to flow 24/7, 365 days a year. We're going to fill that up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. And if we're doing a lot of light work tonight, I did warn you. So take another deep breath. And as you exhale, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all ICE, CPS, Border Patrol, immigration agents, all who run children concentration camps, and the DHS. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Call the higher selves of all ICE, CPS, Border Patrol, immigration agents, all who run child concentration camps, DHS, and anyone on that level who has any intent of hurting or harming any child in custody or concentration camps anywhere on the planet, asking for permission to help these law enforcement individuals to reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened, enlightened beings at one and at peace with all humans, all life forms, and the planet Earth. We see all dark, etheric, astral beings that have overlays on any ICE, CPS, Border Patrol, immigration agents, DHS, and all who run child concentration camps that's keeping them from connecting to the Creator, be removed from them now. See these dark astral beings tied and bound. We send them through the violet flame to clean up their energies. Now we send them back to the Creator, filling that space up with a being of divine light. As these agents have this unwanted energy removed from them, we see them begin to reconnect to the Creator. Their hearts are now unblocking. So they start having feelings and emotions that are kinder in nature, hearts filled with compassion, We now see the reptilian part of their brain begin to shut down, disconnecting them from all the satanic rituals that bound them together, resulting in their God brain being reactivated. Any ICE, CPS, Border Patrol, immigration agents, and all who run child concentration camps, the DHS, that chooses not to evolve in the light, we command their higher self and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness now. See them being removed from their positions and replaced with no one as the camps are closed down and all those children and immigrants and anyone that's being held illegally is released. We see all protective overlays around those officials removed, and if they're responsible for child neglect or abuse of any kind, let them be brought to justice with prison time for their actions. This includes those that created these programs against immigrants, including Trump and all his staff, Nikki Haley, Stephen Miller, Mitch McConnell, and all complicit politicians who have chosen to have a blind eye to child concentration camps. We called to all politicians to end child concentration camps and war against immigrants. If they choose to ignore or be complicit, may they all be removed from office and lose all their funding. I see all funding for all their equipment and more troops be cut from them and redirected to peaceful protest groups. See those responsible for child concentration camps being sent to prison, with all children being returned to their correct families. And that includes all those stolen children that they have put up for adoption. All right, fill that up with energy. And let's take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put the Trump family and, of course, Donald in this. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We called to all the crystals in Washington, D.C. area to amplify light and transparency everywhere in the Capitol. We asked the Creator to remove all energy overlays that's keeping the public from seeing all, not only the unnecessary expense that the Trump family is creating, that the public is paying for. See, the mass general public demand Trump stop going on his vacation trips, which he kind of has. And all those in the past pay for those trips himself, no longer using taxpayer funds or for his Nazi rallies. See Trump having to pay all this money back to the taxpayers. We ask that all veils and overlays that are protecting any of the Trump kids, wives, or ex-wives from the public's eye and receiving real justice are removed now. Let all their plans be brought to the surface in a way that Congress, the Senate, and the New York Southern District Courts take action, strip them of all their power they have been given by Trump to be replaced with someone with international experience. Remove all protective magic that is protecting them from jail time for all their illegal practices of making money from the president's office. See all the appropriate state prosecuting attorneys pursuing the Trump family for all their past and present money laundering schemes. Let them be given prison time for all their treasonous actions. We ask Trump's higher self to release his hatred of anyone that's not white, going backwards and forwards through hundreds of thousands of his former lives. Let's also remove his father's overlay over Trump. And as it's removed, we ask Trump's higher self to help him reconnect to the Creator, to become an awakened spiritual being. See all Trump's mob ties being severed and transmuted by the violet flyer, so Trump can no longer pull from that crime syndicate energy, whether it's Russian, Saudi, or American. Let all Trump's mob secrets be brought up to the surface and revealed to all, allowing real justice to step in. And if Trump is a confidential informer, Let that now be waved so justice can step in. Remove all magical overlays of protection around Trump so there's complete transparency on how he sexually abuses children and women. Let's send energy to all those women Trump has sexually abused in the past and present, along with the energy they need to come forward and speak truth and be protected from Trump and his followers and his attorneys. We call the higher selves of everyone in the United States to realize that Donald Trump and family are a national security threat. We ask that every American, they need to demand that their representative, judicial, and elected stand up and insist that Trump administration be impeached and removed from office because of all his high crimes and misdemeanors, and let them do it again or invoke the 25th Amendment and remove him from office. Let there be a world tribunal to judge Trump's betrayal, not only of the Kurds and any ethnic cleansing that results from Trump's actions. We ask Michael the Archangel to remove all overlays, along with cutting all ties and binds that Bill Barr has, not only to the New World Order, Trump, and the Catholic Church. Let there be total transparency with all he does. See Barr being impeached and removed from office, losing his law license. We called Michael the Archangel to remove all overlays of magic that's keeping the Congress and Senate from standing firm, impeaching and removing Trump from office. Cut all ties and binds that Trump has to the KKK, Nazis, all white nationalism, and the Nazi racist Stephen Miller. It's called Violet Flame through all this energy to transmute all hate. See all Stephen Miller, Trump's immigration plans falling apart, as well as Miller being removed from his office in the White House. Let's tie and bind the God and Goddess of War and chaos magic attached to Trump. See the chaos magic neutralizing to nothing, having no power. See all Trump's evil programs being reversed and repealed. See Trump's barren tax be repealed, replaced with a tax rate from 2018. See the courts making Donald Trump show all his tax returns. It's called Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to remove all blocks that are keeping Trump's taxes from being released and seen. Let's send energy to the Democrats in power to be divinely inspired on how to impeach and remove Trump, Pence, and all their cabinet from offices. See divine accountability manifesting in all those people's lives. See all satanic magic that's keeping the Trumps in power neutralized to nothing. See people boycotting all of Trump's properties in protest of putting children in cages, his immigration family separation policies, being a Russian Putin collaborator, and destroying the USA from within. See all overlays of Nazi and evangelical magic removed from Trump and his family. It's time for Trump Pence to be impeached and all his family members be removed from office. But just not impeached and removed, replaced with a human light worker. See all Trump's plans falling apart now. All right, we're going to fill that up with light, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put the Nazi, Stephen Miller, and he's the one responsible for the immigration policies and other Nazi crap going on. All right, let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to Trump's chief strategist, Stephen Miller's higher self, to help him step forward in the light. If he chooses not to, which is his free will, we ask his higher self to put him in a position of harmlessness. We surround him in a bubble of mirror that contains his energy with the violet flame added. Transmute his all his out of balance thoughts and plans back to light. This bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until he works for light. We call the Michael the Archangel to cut off ties Miller has with Trump, Pence, Bannon, Kellyanne Conway, Eric Prince, and his neo-Blackwater mercenary militia, Breitbart News, all Christian, white supremacists, and Nazis. As ties between these being groups are cut, see their agendas falling apart. We now cut all ties Miller has to Hitler and trying to manifest the Fourth Reich by force of will or by satanic magic. We remove all protective magic surrounding Miller. We remove all veils of invisibility that surrounds him so people see him clearly as a Nazi. See all Miller's plans? Magic falling apart now. Cut all ties Miller had to Albert Pike and manifesting World War III by creating chaos through the Muslim world and immigrants. See all satanic magic trying to move this dark agenda forward, filling with so much light the plans fall apart. See all federal judges standing up and make clear they will not uphold the illegal immigration. Those children must be released. We send energy to the ACLU for stepping up and defending the civil rights of Muslims and all immigrants. See the spiritual warriors coming out for justice in a non-violent way with success. Imagine all Nazi swastika symbols reversing, so the energy now brings in peace and prosperity back to Earth and humanity. Every time anyone looks at a Nazi swastika, see the energy being reversed into its correct positive direction. Cut the ties to anyone whose intent is to misuse any sacred symbols. We call the violet flame through the symbols to clean them up and reconnect those symbols to the divine. See these energies being reversed to their positive, correct direction now. As Miller tries to misuse the swastika by bringing in chaos, see it reversed, bringing in peace and prosperity to everyone. See all his plans of shock events falling apart and backfiring on him. But the swastika symbol was also used to set humanity's collective solar plexus backwards. We now reverse direction. See humanity moving forward in light and love. See Christian evangelicals increasingly waking up to the truth as people realize they're being played. See them reorganize to challenge the leaders who are pulling the strings. Let them express divine compassion for all. We also negate all their dark magic directed toward anyone anti-Trump. As all these veils are removed from the masses, see a great awakening of consciousness with everyone given lots of divine guidance on how to move forward in the light. Let's remove all energy veils of magic that Miller has put over Trump. As these veils are removed, let Trump understand Miller's not a friend. Also cut ties to all oaths and vows that Miller and Trump have spoken that bind them to each other and the Nazi party. We called Ganesh to put up lots of obstacles between them, so not only they cannot communicate, but their plans will not manifest. Let there be total transparency in all their dealings and plans. See all Miller's plans falling apart on all levels. Now let's send lots of light energy to our Earth's grids, the morphogenetic grid, ley lines, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred spots on the planet, to correct our timeline back to peace and prosperity. So fill that up with divine energy, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to do one more bubble of light, and in that we're going to put in all the light workers on the planet, including yourself. I'm going to ask Michael to come forth and cut all ties to any dark energy, any dark overlays that's around you, that's keeping you from moving forward into the light and being successful and happy and fulfilling all your divine missions. Let all the light workers fill up with so much light that they're magnets for everything they need. People to work with, their divine mates. Let them fill up with so much light that they magnetize to them all the divine abundance they need to be successful and to fulfill their divine missions and live their life in comfort and have so much divine abundance they have enough to share. We're going to send energy to everyone's heart and let this energy recharge and regenerate everyone. If anyone is having any kind of dis-ease that's COVID related or not, we're going to send energy to their life force and their lungs, their chest, anywhere in their body, and see everything flow for them. See all their chakras open up. And as they open up, they have more energy to their life force and they can heal. We call the higher selves of all the light workers, including you, and I ask that your divine blueprint for perfect health, all your spiritual gifts, and divine abundance is activated in your bodies and manifest now. To allow all that energy to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, atoms, molecules, all your internal organs going all the way down into your DNA. And with every breath, feel more of that energy integrate. And now we're going to fill this up with light and love. We're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, guys, we're going to close the circle. And if you would do 3 ohms with me, that would be awesome. Om. Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. Guys, pray for the United States. We really, really need it. Okay? All right. So I want you to put your feet flat on the floor. Feel the earth energy come up. And as it comes up your legs, feel yourself starting to center, pull back in body. And the energy comes up. The earth energy comes up higher. Feel yourself center even more. Be open to new possibilities. So if you're still high after the show, go hug a tree. Just put your hands on the tree, send all your excess energy into the tree. 30 seconds. And then ask the tree to send you energy back and you'll ground. It's that simple. Or hold some hematite. That's also going to ground you. Or eat, or take a nice bath or shower. That'll help you pull back in body. So thank you guys for tuning in to the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio with your host, Cathy Bilsky. And see you next week from 9 to 10 p.m. Pacific time for more enlightenment work directed at you, the planet, and all life forms. Think Quantum Leap, world enlightenment now. All right, aloha. Good night, everyone.